COVID-19 has been a hurdle for many small businesses all over the country. One man in Stockton decided to get creative on his route to supporting local businesses.
Today, Isaiah Stowers took to the streets of Stockton for more than just exercise. Isaiah ran to more than 30 Stockton businesses.
It's some hard times right now for businesses, so for him to, want to showcase all of us like that, I just appreciate it, you know what I mean?
When you think about the small businesses that are here, a lot of which you kind of grew up with.
Hey guys, and welcome back to Stowers Does It All. Now, this run is going to be the most intense run I have ever done in my entire life. Needless to say, this one will be the T-Boy, aka the best one yet. I have completed 5Ks, I have completed 10Ks, I've completed half marathons, but for the very first time, I will be challenging myself to complete a full marathon.
You crazy! You crazy!
That is right, 26.2 miles. Now on my Instagram, I've been presented a couple of challenges. For the longest time, people wanted me to do a marathon and my immediate response was, no! 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 And eventually I knuckled down and thought, why not? Now, if you've seen my other videos, I typically shoot for somewhere between a 5K and a half marathon. Recording those, not a problem. I immediately thought to myself, how do you make 26 miles interesting?
It's a good question.
I mean, seriously, even if you're in a car driving 26 miles straight, it's really hard to make 26 miles entertaining. I'm from Stockton, California. We don't have the skyscrapers of San Francisco, Chicago, New York. We don't even have the trees of Redwood City and Tahoe. So I thought to myself, why not take the time to acknowledge 26 businesses in the 26 miles that I will be running. Now, when this first started out, it was actually just a few businesses that I would be running to. And the premise was I just needed some sort of water to keep myself hydrated so I don't, die. 26 miles is a long distance to be running. As I started to map out the run, I realized there is no way I can cover this much distance without having some sort of water station section throughout the city. So I called the small businesses and the responses were absolutely beautiful. Throughout this video, I will be showcasing the amazing businesses of Stockton, California that will be providing me water, but also help make this production come together. One of the first businesses contacted actually comes from FitAid. Now, I realized early on through my other runs that after you're done running a long distance, you need to keep yourself hydrated and replenished from all the nutrients that you just lost throughout that exercise. So I reached out to a company called LifeAid, the makers of FitAid, which is a recovery drink that helps replenish all of those things that you lost on the run. These bad boys will be my saviors on the very end of the run. The next company that I would like to thank would be Shady Rays. Now, I have a pair of polarized Shady Rays already. I get a lot of sun or debris coming in from the sides, so I needed something that covered my full face. These are the Velocity frames that were provided by Shady Rays for this run, so thank you Shady Rays for providing the eyewear to keep myself going throughout this race. But let's shift gears and talk about the provider of this race in the very first place, and that is Metal Dash. Now, as an ambassador for Metal Dash, I take pride in promoting these runs because I think they're fun. I think that virtual runs are going to be the new marathon and the new 5K and the new 10K. But on top of all that, I think it's a great company. The name of this marathon is actually called It's Fall Y'all, and you can sign up for this run as well. Stay tuned for all of those details. These three main businesses provided the content and the materials to keep this race going. But let's talk about the mom and pops. Some of the places I'll be stopping at are going to be ROBBY'S Bicycles, The Health Spot, Stocklandia, Elkhorn Golf Course,
Las Palmitas,
Lord of the Wings, Combine Fitness,
Planet Beach,
and the list goes on. Now I know what you might be thinking.
Why are you running? Why are you running?
But there's a very specific purpose to all of this. In a city like mine, There's a lot of small businesses that really make the city what it is. I wanted to take this time to highlight those businesses, but also talk about how we all will be succeeding as a community. It's not this food business against this food business. It's not even barbershop against barbershop. I think we get caught up in trying to succeed sometimes that we often forget that we have the same goal and the same struggles. The purpose of this marathon altogether is to recognize our similarities and bring each other up rather than trying to work individually as a bunch of different businesses. We're one community, let's work together. Let's answer some questions from Instagram. What are you most nervous about? Not dying, but fatigue. Second to that would be traffic. I've never run next to car exhausts like this before for especially long periods of time. Not to mention, I don't know how that's gonna mess up my timing and my pace and my breathing. It's all a little new, so I'm hoping that it works out. On your channel, you should talk about things you're most excited about. I think the thing I'm most excited about is people. When I did the run, you can't refuse. The hardest part about it is that you don't have a crowd or someone standing over your shoulder rooting you on as you go. It's just you in that moment on a virtual run. But I feel like this run is gonna be different. I'm gonna have business owners with their doors open. There will be videographers that I'll randomly see. Vanessa's crazy self is gonna be in a car tracking me down the entire time. And of course I have my boys as my entourage mobbing with me throughout the city. So I'm really excited to have people there because after talking with some athletes and ultra marathon runners, 60% of this whole procedure is gonna be mental stamina, not physical stamina. I'm hoping I have the mental tenacity to push through this. Before we start diving into the full run and talking about all these amazing businesses, if you could do a second and just subscribe to the channel, so that way you can stay up to date on all the future runs that are coming up and take a moment to kind of peruse the channel and see some previous runs that I've done. Let's jump back into the company that's putting everything on in the first place, and that is Metal Dash. Signing up for this run gives you a blue performance shirt with a scarecrow and a tree and of course some fall on the front. And we have the trademark Metal Dash logo on the back. Upon signing up, you also get a bib. I am runner 1116. And of course, assuming I finish this marathon, I will be putting on that amazing die-cast metal. A couple things I'll be taking with me on the run. A running pouch. This holds 2 water bottles just in case I'm on a stretch with no water. Spring energy gel. I freaking love these things. They provide 100 calories. These things are gonna keep me kicking. I should be taking one every 20 to 30 minutes of the run. My phone for music and to keep in contact with the businesses. And last but not least, I'm gonna be using this stuff called Squirrel's Nut Butter. Now, for my dudes, if you've ever gone on a run or if you've ever biked before, it can be a little painful once you get to shower mode because I'll save you the details. Just know that I highly encourage this stuff. Got it on Amazon. It's like $8, so just take my word for it. I think that pretty much covers everything. It's 9 o'clock. This means I should probably get some sleep before tomorrow. Wish me luck, guys. All right, it's 6:21 and less than 40 minutes from taking off. Have my energy gels packed, have my water just in case, and it's a little frightening knowing that I'm running before the sun comes up. Regardless though, let's do this. Now, I'm not built like the average runner that you normally see depicted. In fact, cross country and track's not even in my background. In high school, I did wrestling for 2 years. My very first running event was in 2019, last November. My friend Paulo challenged me to the Golden Gate Half Marathon, and waking up and seeing everyone at the crack of dawn lace up their shoes in the crisp San Francisco air really motivated me to be a part of this community. My starting line was ELKHORN Golf Course, a champion 18-hole golf course voted best public course in the Central Valley. With 22,000 square feet of a clubhouse that can host small events and large events up to 325 people.
Good luck, buddy. Stay hydrated.
All right, you guys ready?
All right,
We got the drone up. Ready when you ready. Let's do this.
started.
Okay, I'm at 1 mile. It's crazy to think that I'm only 1/26 of the way done.
Let's talk about the city. Stockton, even though we sometimes get classified as a small town, has a lot of different districts which make it up. In fact, Stockton, California is the 13th largest city in California, with more than 65 square feet of landmass, which is bigger than San Francisco. We'll be starting things off in our central and north part of Stockton. If you're from this area, you're definitely familiar with this next stop, which is ROBBY'S Bicycles. ROBBY'S has been around since 1988 and is everyone's bike shop.
Going on 3 miles.
Let's go.
Right next to that we have DIVINCHI'S, and to be honest, everything's good.
Gatorade, thanks to DaVinci's. We're going on mile 3, so let's get it.
Making our way down Pacific Avenue, we run into Cut and Shave Barbershop. In fact, they cut my hair before this video.
We're here at Cut and Shave with the owner Jay. What's going on, bro?
What's going on, man?
What's going on? What's going on, man?
We're here at the Cut and Shave's Barbershop. Gonna hook him up with a free haircut next time he comes in on his next visit. Hook him with the water and the product as well.
For
So
sure,
you
man.
look good right after the run.
Appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, I appreciate you too, brother.
All right, man.
You guys have a great one.
Thank you, man.
Across the way, we come across Create Printing and Design. They made plenty of designs for people in Stockton, California, but they also make my shirt. We of course can't make our way down Pacific without visiting one of the organs that pumps life throughout Pacific Avenue, and that is the Lincoln Center. Upon arriving at Lincoln Center, I was greeted by the amazing workers and friends of Fleet Feet, where they accompanied me in running around to local businesses. Though it's not exactly a local business to us, Fleet Feet was actually started just north of us in Sacramento by 2 teachers. You wouldn't believe that Fleet Feet has over 170 stores, but it's because they keep their small town mantra that Fleet Feet was, and to this day, a community-oriented business driven by people who love running and love their communities.
We're here at Fleet Feet. Thanks, man. Thank you.
I like to think that Fleet Feet is where it all started. This is where I got my first pair of running shoes, and our Stockton store has the best employees. Fernando and co. followed me to Planet Beach.
Speed nut, long haul on the bottom, and I got the power rush too.
Okay, let's see. Let's go with a long haul, and let's try this one out.
Yeah,
You got
some
it?
water.
Yeah.
You good?
I'm good. We got these.
right.
I got water from all the businesses. So thank you guys yet again. Appreciate it.
Appreciate it. Yeah.
We're gonna get going. We're 4 miles in, and
22 more to go.
22.2.
Yeah.
Don't shortchange yourself.
Woo! Thank you guys. Appreciate it.
All
All right. You guys ready? Some of the behind the scenes people have been the videographers and photographers helping me put this on. Our next stop is Blackbird Boutique. Stockton is like a grid. If you look at us on a map, Pacific Avenue is one of the streets that runs all the way through. "6 miles. And speaking of running through, I thought it was time to make a quick run to our local Denny's. Much better. Our next stop was in University Square. The girls here all do an amazing job being creative while also professional. The Mile has been around for almost 100 years, and for years has been the home to several local businesses. There's several hometown favorites on Miracle Mile, but one of my favorites is Fat City Brew and Barbecue. Our next stop is Combine Fitness, a well-known training studio located right at the southernmost tip of Pershing Avenue. And they just celebrated their 10-year anniversary.
How's it going, guys? Good, how are you? Good.
Next stop, Victory Park.
Miles. Nice gimbal.
Thank you.
At the time of this recording, the next business didn't have a location, but they represent everything that Stockton is all about, and that is Stocklandia.
I don't know why I'm smiling. I'm wearing a mask. I know I was smiling. Hey, they can see it through the mask, man.
This is the most active I've been ever. How you feeling? You burning yet?
Not at all, man. I'm feeling really good. The pressure on my feet, and that's about it. Killing it, killing it.
Go.
I'm getting hungry, dude.
Over halfway.
Okay, guys, we're making a little pit stop at L&L. We are now at the halfway point, which is 13.1 miles. I think I'm still feeling okay. I'm just really hungry, man. Can't wait to eat.
We couldn't make our way down Pershing without stopping at Impresso Coffee House.
So Stockton is doing an event right now called Cars and Coffee. Perfect opportunity to talk about it. Hi, my name is Isaiah. Hi, I'm running around Stockton. I'm running a 26-mile marathon. Thought I'd shout you guys out. I'm going to all the local businesses. And so I'm on mile number, God, I'm at 13 right now. So I'd like to, shout you guys out on the Instagram along with all the other businesses too, if that's okay. Cool. Yeah. Cool. Awesome, man. I forgot to start my watch again.
Cannot be stopped.
Starting to slow down, 14.5 miles. The hips starting to tighten up, calves tightening up, but we're making great progress. I should still reach Trinity Parkway by 11:30. It's 10:19 right now. Let's get it.
We went north on Plymouth Road and wrapped around Swenson Golf Course.
All right, Isaiah. How are we doing?
I'm doing all right, and my feet are starting to kill me a little bit.
Oh,
11 more miles to go.
you got this.
Thanks, bro. Ah, man.
How are you feeling, Isaiah?
Good. It's the hips. That's for sure tight, and
Of course, man. That's
right around the ankles. Oh man.
And for fear of copyright, let's end it right there.
Good on, bro. They got green. Let's go.
There's a lot of great businesses on the west side of I-5. The The first one that I stopped at is Lord of the Wings.
It's been crazy. We got 16.5 miles down. We got a little under 10 left to go. So
It's over now. You didn't get it.
oh man,
10 miles, they gonna knock that down with ease, man.
I'm hoping so, man.
The neighbor of Lord of the Wings is The Healthy Spot. Fun fact, The Healthy Spot was the very first business to confirm putting out water during this marathon.
Good job, bro. Good job.
Thank you. It's gonna help me recover?
Oh yeah, bro. We're gonna pull this guy with CR7.
One, two, three. Yeah, perfect.
All right, guys. Thank you so much. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you. All right.
So we've reached this Shima tract, and I keep doing this thing where I pause my watch, but I forget to start it. So it says I'm at 16.5 miles, but Mac, what are you at?
21.
21 miles. So we're at 21 miles now. So let's finish this up.
Alas, we've reached the final frontier to this marathon, the Trinity Parkway area.
.4 miles.
The first stop in Trinity Parkway is Moo Moo's Burger Barn, aka one of my very first jobs as a kid.
It's starting to hit me, man.
What's happening, museum? I'm so happy to hear. Congratulations!
That was a lot colder than I anticipated. All right, I got ice bucketed by Moo Moo's. Almost done. Let's go.
So I ended up miscalculating when I was mapping out the run. I was not gonna end at 26.2.
Yeah, I think I have to.
So I had to extend my path out to Michael Fowler's Park to get the last mile and a half.
Oh man, I'm feeling it. I'm definitely feeling it. Tightness in the chest now. Like 2 more miles to go. Mile 24. Okay, let's go. Oh man.
Waiting for me at the finish line was the very last business, Tacos La Palmita. Jesus and his company have been the most excited ones throughout the entire journey. So I'm glad that I ended up making it to the finish line because I could not go without having those tacos.
Oh my god. Yeah, I used can't feel my legs, but my stomach's happy. There you go.
Seeing the community come together like this was overwhelmingly beautiful. This will definitely not be the last one.
26.2 miles. I want to thank all the businesses that made this what it is. I thank all the videographers, the bike crew, my wife, and everyone else that really made this event possible. So, we're going to see you guys on the next video. 1, 2, 3. Till next time!